I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I can barely wait.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Arizona.
They'll run with Drake. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Murray now on first down, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, Drake. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running, because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
First and goal.
The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 3 catches, 83 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Murray will give. This is Drake. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Offensively for Carolina, Teddy Bridgewater will be at the controls, the talented quarterback out of Louisville.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Bridgewater on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that way.
1st and 10.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Teddy Bridgewater.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Intended for Curtis.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Out comes Kenyon Drake in the Arizona offense to take over. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have it.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown,
Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chance. We'll see if they can get the score. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Bridgewater's another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Panthers 3.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
3-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Bridgewater throwing complete here to Moore. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Cardinals 33-yard line.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
6-yard line.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And up to about the 26. Yard line just across the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. at their own 26-yard line.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. Why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. On 2nd and 9. Murray caught left side Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And DeAndre Hopkins with another catch. And let's face it, when Arizona made this trade, there had to be no one happier than quarterback Kyler Murray, who had been pushing his management to draft his college teammate C.D. Lamb out of Oklahoma. But when they made the trade for DeAndre Hopkins, they didn't need to do that anymore. This guy's an all-pro receiver. He's been the top 3 in receptions the last 2 seasons. And now with Larry Fitzgerald already there, and you add DeAndre Hopkins, the possibilities endless for the Arizona Cardinals in the passing game.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Drake again, the ball carrier.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 32-yard
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
The pass.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Now a second down and 6.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, Bridgewater again. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again with Bridgewater. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Incomplete. Intended for
more problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That's the score. Cardinals 21.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out comes Kenyon Drake in the Arizona offense to take over.
Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Drake. And this time he is in. Kenyon Drake as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
To kick off for Arizona.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Final play of the half. Bridgewater. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. Bridgewater.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
The praise of Isaiah Simmons, he can play anywhere. The knock, where do you play him? To me, play him everywhere, as we saw there, using that sub-4.4 speed to get a sack. He can cover receivers out of the backfield. He can run with tight ends downfield. This guy can do it all. He may be a positionless player, but he's also an impact player.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Zach Kerr, the big defensive tackle, the one to get him down.
2nd and 10.
Right back to Dre. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. The pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Derek Brown brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Brandon, as Derek Brown gets himself up off the ground after a sack, you think to yourself, how did this guy last at number 7 at Carolina? when his talent was probably top 3 in the draft. An absolute force inside, a wrecking machine, plays the run and the pass so well. And remember, could have come out for the draft last year and probably been a first-rounder. Had unfinished business and elevated his game. One of the best young rookies to hit the league.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 27.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat. First catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's closing in on 200 yards on the ground with the 4th quarter still to come. We're in the 3rd. Good shot to get there.
And now he's got to make sure he convinces his coaching staff to leave him out there and keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day, there is a tendency to think about getting him out and saving some of it. Running backs never like to save yardage.
You know he's tapping his quarterback on the shoulder. I'll take the ball again, please, right?
Not turning down any carries.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. That he's into the clear. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A huge play there for Arizona. 67 yards. So you got the lead here in the 2nd half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
12 yards there and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And he finds a man, it's McCaffrey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cardinals.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him...
A gain of 14.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
A run with Gurley there on 1st down. Going to get about 4 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Pick up a 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Todd Gurley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey.
Bridgewater's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To the right side and complete to Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on it. Are you going to put a smaller corner on it? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
first down, Drake. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, it's Drake. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. 24 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
When I watch Chandler Jones
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
49.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign.